Yeah, we are going to continue our study of interference. Okay, this is a position, very, very interesting position. White to play. Okay. So how does white wants to obviously queen is pawn, c6 pawn is advanced. But it's not easy to queen it because black also has got his rook and king nearby. Knight is also there. So how does white can how can white
Bishop to d8.
and what happens with bishop to d8?
Oh yes.
It is white to play. So let us say if bishop to d8, then
Rook takes.
black, no, rook takes it, then obviously it will be, that is easy, right? Black will not take it because it is easy otherwise. Why it is easy? Because the knight is a very bad defender of the advanced pawn. So you will push it and now there is no way. Knight is attacked. And if knight
If
moves,
the knight takes, then what happens?
if
Knight takes.
So knight takes, then what happens? Then also you push
Then you put that,
now,
and now the knight can go back, and you take the rook. The king goes.
wait. Go slow. What will black do?
There's actually nothing to do.
Black knight.
So black check.
Yes.
Black
Yeah,
check.
but you will take the rook. Now
So-
after that the
So
pawn.
why do you need to
So-
take the why do you
so
need to
black
take
check.
the rook, sir? Why do you need to take the rook?
So
After
can you
this
hear
is-
me?
Move after this.
Yeah.
So black check before that move.
Black check before
Sir,
that.
could you go one more
Black.
front?
Yes, sir. Check with the rook. No. After pawn c.
After
After C7, you mean?
okay.
Sir, could you go
Knight
to
takes
Wait.
and pawn
I
c.
think
Could you go to
different people are on different days. What I was showing is rook to d8 doesn't work obviously. Knight to d8 also does not work because
Sir, it does.
Okay.
Because
Sir,
after
sir,
this
rook
you go
e-
to E.
Rook e1.
Rook e1. Okay, I move the king.
No,
And
sir,
then-
this is not the move. I didn't want to move
Wait.
this. I want
Yeah, but somebody else wanted. What?
So knight c6.
Knight c6. So if you want, you desperately want the queen, you can even sacrifice the rook and get it. Okay, so you can even give something like this. You have to take it because even otherwise the pawn is queening. Right?
Sir, a rook and a king versus a queen and a king is a draw, right?
But the rook and queen, your rook and knight are so much separated that it is easy for the white queen here.
Yes.
If they are very close together and then they can defend each other. But here all the three are at different places, so they will not be. So
Is it correct?
Sir, I have a question. Could you go to rook E? Could you go to rook could you go when the knight kills?
Knight kills.
Yeah, and then next.
Yeah.
The next move. No, now knight to E6.
Now knight to e6. That is what we saw, no?
Yeah, after this, if he kills, why do you need to kill the rook? Why can't you just kill the pawn?
Oh, then it is an easy win for white. Otherwise, if you
That's
allow
also
this
easy
thing,
one.
this is easy.
Okay. No.
You are going to attack the pawn, and then you are going to be. So
is it correct?
what is correct?
Bishop to d8. My suggestion.
Yeah, bishop to d8 is correct, but what black plays is black plays a5.
Oh, then what do you do?
Yes, rook b8.
Rook b8. What is the idea? Why rook b8?
C7.
Yeah, c7. See, the whole point was that with rook on b8 and the pawn coming on c7, even if the knight takes it, bishop will take it and still protect the rook. So you are going to win a piece, right? So rook on c8 was at a slightly unfortunate position, but it uses it. It says fine, bishop to d8, a5. In fact, a5 is the is the main move. And then rook to b8. Now think about black. From black side, think about it. If you take it with the knight, again same thing happens. What happens? You push the pawn. And you have, and black cannot.
Then you have to go put the knight back, then rook takes.
If you take with the rook, then also same thing happens. You take it, you are forced to take.
Knights are very bad defenders because they move in L's.
Yeah, that is the key thing here. So now what if black does not do this? Anything else black does? If black does anything else, then you simply push the pawn. Now you are threatening to queen the pawn. Now you don't have too many options. Now you cannot even take the bishop like this. Now you have only option is take it this, but then you simply win the piece. Right?
So white, no, not fully, but white will.
White will win this.
White will win if the pawn wants to go. The bishop can, since it promotes on a dark square. The bishop is also a dark
Yeah,
square.
bishop is very easily defended.
Why couldn't black just
When? Now?
after bishop takes the knight?
Okay.
Yeah, now why can't just pawn to
Pawn to
a3?
pawn to?
A3, yeah.
Oh, it is very simple. You will exchange the rooks and put
Now,
the bishop here.
okay, right.
The pawn is like, it is not going to be able to do anything. And white has got so much pawn majority here, 4 pawns versus 2, right? This pawn is gone. This pawn, it will not do anything. So this was a slightly tough thing because you had to see, because it was not obvious what bishop was doing there on d8, right? But the key thing is that bishop d8 along with rook to b8, that is the key thing. Bishop to d8 followed by rook to b8, then the pawn, then it becomes obvious, but you have to think of both of those moves, right? Okay, all right, so this was the thing. Then is there any last? This is an easy example, but in fact, I don't know why this is called as interference, because I think oh, okay, important.
Queen h6.
Yeah, queen h6 is a very strong move. What can black do?
Because next move would be killing the bishop.
Yeah, next move would be killing the bishop.
What would be?
Bishop to e7.
So black can play bishop to g7.
Bishop to g7, and queen takes
Queen
g7.
takes.
Yeah, so
What if black rook to g7?
Black rook cannot come to g7. Can it come to g8? It can come to g8 only, not g7, right? Black rook. So g8, then queen will take
Yeah,
F. Then queen will take
And
F.
king g, then rook g7 and then queen g7.
No, not even rook g7. If rook g8, then queen f6. No? Queen f6.
Yeah, then rook g7 and then.
Then it will be. Yeah. But what if black takes rook g3 first?
sir, why not bishop to e7?
Bishop to e7. If bishop to e7, then queen to g7 is checkmate. Because the bishop is covering the g7 square. What if black rook takes white rook on g3?
The
Queen to
rook on
Queen takes rook.
Queen takes rook, then the black rook goes to g8.
So queen to f6.
Queen to f6. When?
So like after black takes white rook.
Queen takes queen to f6, then the rook will go to g7. Because here, first see, imagine here, first black rook is going to g3. Then if you take queen takes f6, that rook is going to g7. I would say rook g3, queen f8 still, rook g8, queen f7, and then you are threatening d7 as well as f6. So I think it's still winning. Yeah, it is still winning because rook g3, just see, rook g3, queen f8, rook g8, queen f7. Black does not have any checks or anything like that. So yeah, okay. So I think this is a slightly complicated thing, not easy.
Sir?
So yeah, so do the practice of this one. Yeah, what were you saying? Black, move for black.
Last move when queen takes on f7.
Huh.
What about rook takes on g1, g2?
Rook takes on g2. There is no check, right? So there is no check.
Yeah, but you have then bishop check and then queen.
Diamond. So queen will first take on f6, give a check. Again, rook will have to go, or king, and then I think it is. It will. White will win. White can also then check on d8 and pick up the other bishop also. I think white is winning this.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So we will go to the. We'll go to the positions for analysis. 2 positions for analysis.
So can you put it on the board? I can't see it a bit clearly.
Oh, it is very big. Yeah, it is already very big. Just see. It is very simple. That's why I don't want to put it on the board actually. Black queen is on a8, black rook is on e8, king is on h8, then h7, g7 pawns are there.
This is a smart. Oh, okay.
Okay, I will put it on the board. No problem. I think this is the position. Yeah, this is the position. So white to play, black to play. It is black, not white to play. It is black to play.
Sir, if you move white to play, then I would get to know my move right away.
Yeah, but it is black to play.
Oh, it's black to play. Then
Yes, queen b5.
Queen to a5.
No, sir, no, you don't know. Sir, it's queen to e2. So I mean rook to e2.
Rook to e2 is a nice try.
But so knight to f3 is there.
Knight to f3 is there.
Yes, sir. Even I first noticed that. Then later I thought of doing queen to d5.
Queen to d5 is what is the idea?
No, sir, if it's e8.
Knight
Sir,
to
could you go
g7.
to e2
Wait.
once?
No.
Please. Could you go to e2 once? Yeah, after this, what did black move? Yeah. In this move, I would kill.
It's not easy. There is no easy. You can't think of something like this because you are going to get checkmated down. So it doesn't work. But queen to d5 is a very powerful move. Why?
Yes, sir. Queen G5.
Because
Yeah,
you are threatening
because
this,
if
you
queen,
are threatening this, and if the queen comes up, then there is a back
Checkmate.
rank.
yeah,
Back rank queen.
So how can you protect? At the same time, white's queen is also threatened. It does not have any support. So white queen has to move if it does not want to take the queen, and at the same time it has to protect the knight. And even after protecting the
Queen
knight,
C1.
Here,
you will
queen
simply
G4.
take it.
Yeah.
Because if you take it, then it is back rank. Right? So this is a powerful double attack, and that's it. After this, it wins. So especially whenever back rank possibilities are there like this, and you have to keep a good eye and you have to see a lot of stuff. A lot of possibilities happen. Okay, we will go to the next one, which is number 70.
So this is an easy mate. Rook to H3.
Rook to H3 check, forcing.
Bishop to H3 and
Actually,
G3.
it is
yes.
G3.
So yeah. After this, then you would get your black. Then you would get pawn to G3 checkmate.
Yeah. Only thing is that it is not G3, it is B3.
It's
Rook
B3.
to A3.
Oh, yes.
Rook to A3, bishop to A3, and pawn to B3 is a checkmate.
Yeah, sorry.
Pawn to B3 is a checkmate. So you don't actually, otherwise, if you don't look at this checkmate, then it is very difficult for white to win. But this is the unfortunate position of the king, black king, and you have to take advantage of it. So rook to A3, sometimes sacrificing everything and just giving a pawn checkmate is also a great possibility. Right? So that is what is the solution. Rook to A3. See, the moment king is on the edge of the board in the end game, you just have to look at possibilities.
Sir, the bishop H3 bishop H3 would, like, you could get a clue looking at this. The king
Yeah.
has to be, the white king is taking the B rank of the king. So you just have to block. So you just have to block on A3. You just have to block it, and then you can checkmate.
Yeah.
You just have to see this much.
Yeah. See, when kings are in opposition and your defendant king is on the edge of the board, he just needs a very small check to finish him off, right? And his rook is also blocking. So I think that is what. Okay. So I think that is what is the thing. So that is what is it for this week. So enjoy the what is that? Weekend tournament. Watch the games after dinner if you have some time, then watch it and enjoy, and see you next week.
Yes, sir.